Huh? So simply, family, how to be able to access this? Like I've went over, come over to scanners, and you're gonna see this the different scanners here. But what I want to just show you something as well is where you're gonna get this information. Because it's all well and good jumping onto these calls, yeah, that create these products. I am not the individual that makes millions off my phone. So instead of learning from me, learn from other people I am also learning from. Yeah. So when it comes over to this, as you see, when it comes to the Forex, by all means, you should have done the beginner, intermediate, advanced modules. If you haven't, make sure you do this after this call, family. Yeah. But I just want to recommend a couple individuals, and the main person I want to go over is Jay Bonham. He's had, well, I think 2 days ago, he caught an absolute banger of a trade on US 30. If you jump onto his 230 sessions, there is no, there's actually no way how you cannot be making money with us. Jay Bohanam every single day, 230, as you can see, he is scalping and making money with the team live. Not only just that, what I'm going to be going over the kill shot strategy, he is the individual that created this strategy. I'm just an individual that can just teach it to you a bit better. Not a bit better, I should not say that. I just teach it to you to a way that you can just basically understand. He is the individual that actually created it. Yeah. So come over to him right here. And also not only just jump onto his calls at 2:30, watch his recorded. Watch his recorded sessions, family. Please. If you miss it, jump onto it. Because I always say this to people. There's it's great jumping onto his courses, but when you really see the value on his actual live calls, reason being there's certain things that are going to happen in the market that you have to quickly adapt to. When it's coming to courses, he's teaching, yes, but when it comes to actual live market analysis, that's gems you're not going to really see if you're not actually on that call. So if you miss it there and then, catch it later on, by all means. Yeah. So coming to him, watch his recordings and his recordings and also his courses. Not only just that, when it comes over to the scanner, after you've done that, when it comes over to the scanner now, um, a lot of people have a lot of questions when it comes over about the skill shot. What's wrong with me? My tongue twisted. A lot of people have a couple questions when it comes over about the kill shot strategy. So if you want to kind of understand it in more in depth, one thing I would really say to do. So when you come up to scanners, click on to learn about G3 scanners. After that, click onto Killshot. When you click onto Killshot, Jay has made a very quick tutorial on how to be able to use this skill. What's wrong with me? Killshot scanner very easily. Yeah. So you got this 20, I think this is a 25-minute and then a 33-minute video. Not only just that, when you come over to documents, he's got a PDF. So for those that are my people like me, that if when I get taught something, I want to know why. So if something's there, why is it there? You explain it to me, but why? This is for you. When I tell you, when it comes to understanding trading, you're in an industry where people pay four, if not five figures to learn these skills. This PDF alone, if you know the value of trading, this PDF alone can go for at least four figures. Because what you are being told and understanding exactly from top to bottom, not only just that, why certain things and certain indicators are there, it's going to give you the extra edge over someone that just wants to know the basics of how to use the scanner. For those that plug into my call about understanding yellow star, red star, green star, this is going to tell you why the stars are there for the reasons. Yeah. So please, but you all have access to this. You all have access. We are paying the same goddamn package. Use it. Yeah. Drop a one if that's all good. Drop a two if that all make drop a one if that's all good. So I know we can move on. How many? There's 37 of us. Let me get 37 ones, family. Let me get 37 ones. I think I'm getting ill. All right, cool. Let's go with this now. Kill shot. Scanners. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Scanners. Kill shot. Cool. Now let's get into this. Let's get into this. Let me move that out the way. It's annoying seeing that. So now Zoom up. US 30. Now, it is very, very simple on how to use this scanner. The purpose of this scanner is for scalping. Yeah, I just want to get this clear. The purpose of this scanner is simply to be able to scalp. There is multiple other ways on how you can use this scanner as well. There's multiple educators, not only just Jay Bonham. Yes, he is the creator of the scanner, but there's other educators around the world also teaching is US30 crypto. No, it's not. It is not crypto. But you made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, there's different educators that teach this scanner different ways. But what Jay has done is teach a way where it's very, very simple, where you could come into this, watch two videos, and understand the basics of the scanner. Yeah, that doesn't mean you're a professional, but what I'm going to be going over today is just to give you that better understanding of how to use the basics of the scanner and just potentially go over some previous trade ideas. Yeah. So, for example, why can't I find it on my screen? So, for you to be able to access US30, all you have to do is right here, click on to symbols, US30. Yeah. Hopefully you find that very, very easy, but come over to symbols, click US30. Why is my laptop moving so slow? Apologies, family. Why can't I find it on my screen? Um, cool. Kill shot. On MetaTrader 5. So on MetaTrader 5, it is going to be DJI30. Depending on what broker you are on, thank you very much, Jerry. But depending on what broker you are on, it's either going to be DJI30 or US30. Yeah. If you please, obviously, if you do need help with that, please obviously shout whoever got you enrolled, and they'll be able to help you and guide you through that by all means. So yes, let's get into it. So on US30, that was a nice buy idea that I just saw right here. But I just want to kind of break this down how I would potentially, you're welcome, how I would potentially look at the markets and how it is the correct way to look at the markets. So reason why I like Killshot, it does everything for you. All you have to do is line up the confirmations. There's five simple confirmations. One, structure, trend. Two, volume. Three, the 238. Number four, um, I missed train of thought. Trend, 238, handle, an arrow, volume, and POC. Yeah, five simple confirmations. Yeah, I'm gonna break it down each by each. Yeah. So number one, trend, understanding your trend. There's only three ways how the market moves: up, bullish, down, bearish, sideways consolidation. Yeah, very, very simple: up, down, or sideways. Now, when it comes to understanding trend, some people overthink it. With this scanner, do not overthink it. Match it up. So, when it comes to understanding your trend, something that I really, really recommend, if majority of these are all up family, what does that mean? I want those that plug into my call. I need you because we got some newbies. If it all means up family, what does that mean? You're looking for what? Buys. Thank you very much. So now we understand where the direction of the market is going. We just need to be able to position ourselves in that trend. It does it all for you. 1 minute up, 5 minute up. We understand where we want to be going. So if you come over to this and you see everything saying up and then you take a sell, that's your business. That's your fault. Keep with the trend because the trend is your friend, family. Yeah. So understanding what direction the market is going, understands now where we want to position ourselves. I always have this saying: if I'm jumping on the train and I want to go westbound, I'm not jumping on the train going east. Yeah. So if we are going up, I want to be positioning myself in buys. No, we understand our trend. Yeah. Confirmation one. I know where my trend. I know what my trend is. Confirmation two. Yeah. This is not in order, but confirmation two. Am I trading in a high volume market? Am I trading in good volume? Reason being, like I said, this scanner is mainly for scalpers. Those that want their bag in quickly in 10, 20 seconds, they want a quick bag. This is for you. So use this scanner because it's really going to help you. However, I do understand not every single person has that emotional control over scalping. Me personally, I hate scalping. I hate it. PTSD scares the hell out of me. However, if it works, it works. If it works for you, it works for you. A lot of people try to trade the same way I do and it don't work for them. Find something that works for you. But if you like scalping, this is for you. However, when it comes to trading in good volume, that's the main reason why you want to be using a scanner when it's in good volume. Because when it picks a direction, trust me, family, it goes that direction. Yeah. So for example, around let me show you 230, 230. So here, yeah, 230 here, London, New York crossover, volume in the market. You have this push up, you have this push down. Once the market picks its direction, it then carries on going up. But that's after the 230 window. That is when volume enters the market. So ideally, you want to be trading in a high volume market. So if this is green, you trade. If this is red, you don't trade, family. Very, very simple. Green, we trade in, red, we ain't trading. Yeah. So step number one, understanding my trend. Step number two, am I trading in a high volume market? Step number three, now this is where it gets a bit confusing, but keep it simple. The 238. Yeah. So this orange line right here is your 238. This simply indicates an average of 230 candles depending on the time frame you are looking at. So if I'm on the 1 minute, this is an average of 200. It's showing me the volume of an average of 238 candles. If I'm on an hour, it's showing me an average of 238 candles on that hour time frame. Yeah. So reason why I like the 238, because what Jay says, and it's actually like things like this are gems. Like, for example, the 238, as you can see, and you can backtest this, it's an area that the price comes down to and it respects it. It may break through it, but it respects it. And if it breaks past it, it has a habit of when it goes through it, it actually really goes. Once it goes through it, it really goes. If not, it respects it. It will respect it for a period of time before it picks its direction. And when it goes, she goes. So the 238, you want to be looking at it because it's an area for potential trades to be happening in that zone. And also, it could be a potential safety place or a safety net for your stop loss. Yeah. So once more again, the 238 gives you an average of 238 candles depending on the time frame, and it can be used simply as a safety net and also a point of interest to see when prices in this area. Be careful and be aware that a massive move could be potentially happening. You can backtest this. Go back in time. Every single time you see price squeeze near the 238, when she has that direction, she goes in that direction. Once again, 238, respected it. Once it picked this direction, she went. Came back to the 238, respected it for a bit. Once she went through it, she went. Yeah, so the 238 is just an area zone that you really want to look out for. Do you mind saying that again, please? I'm gonna go over and show examples again, by all means. So yeah, you will hear me talk about the 238 again. Don't worry. Yeah, so it's just gonna give you an average of 238 candles, and also it's just an area for you to potentially put your safety net, meaning your stop loss. Yeah, it's an area that price likes to respect. So trend, bullish or bearish, we understand that by simply looking up here. Confirmation two, am I trading in a high volume market? Confirmation three, my T, what's wrong with me? My 238. Where is my 238? Are we respecting it or are we potentially breaking through it? Yeah. Now, step number four. What do you mean 248? What is 238? So your 238 is this orange line right here. Yeah. Sophia, how to see your volume? Simply right here. If this is green, great. If this is red, no go. Yeah, you're welcome. So now we go over to the POC. Sad thing about the POC, ladies and gentlemen, it is live data. Because I can't go back in time with the POC because it constantly moves. Um, so it's gonna be hard for me to kind of show you. But let's just say, for example, what the POC simply means. It stands for point of control. Yeah, point of control. So if you are above the POC, you look for buys. If you are below the POC, you look for sells. However, all other confirmations have to line up. Don't just come over to the chart and you see price above this orange thin line here and you're thinking, yep, buy is a control. Like Aaron said, take the buy. No, other confirmations have to align as well. But it's just showing you, then it's showing you who is in control. Is the demand in control or is supply in control? Yeah, this is just another confirmation. So if you're above the POC, you look for buys. If you're below the POC, you look for sells. Very, very simple. Yeah. Now, confirmation number 5. All you want to do is this one example right here. No, this is not example. Have we got one? All right, cool. Step number 5 is my arrow and my candle lining up. I'm gonna try to show you an example, a good trade example after. But is my arrow and candle lining up? So as you can see, you will see multiple arrows. You see a red arrow, you see a blue arrow, red arrow, blue arrow. What these simply mean is once you see this red line and this blue line cross to the downside, a red arrow will appear. If you ever see the red line and the blue line cross to the upside, you will see a blue arrow appear. All this indicates is just another confirmation of who potentially could be in control. Don't just come over to this and you see a blue arrow, blue candle, take the trade. No. Other confirmations have to align. Yeah. So once again, if you see a blue arrow, make sure your candle also closes blue. If you see a red arrow and all the confirmations are aligning to go down, make sure your candle also closes red. Yeah. So like this one, we had a blue arrow pointing upwards. We have our cross to the upside and our candle is also blue. Can you see that? This candle right here is also blue. Yeah. Then if all our other confirmations align up, you take the trade. Yeah. So don't just come into this and if you see, for example, the EMAs cross to the upside, wait for the candle to close blue. Because what can happen, the candle could go blue, and then all of a sudden price start going down, and then next minute it closes red. That is not a valid confirmation. Patience, family. Patience. Let me ask you, what would you rather do? Rush into any trade or just take your time and get into the good trades that are winning? I'm asking the question. What would you rather, rush a trade or get into the trades that are actually high probability of winning? Because I know me. I don't want to be taking 20, 30 trades a week. I just want to take 5, maybe 8 max. That's me good. I don't have the emotional control of being in multiple trades. I don't know. That's not me. That's not me. I want to be on one trade on a Monday, maybe 2 on a Tuesday, 1 on a Wednesday. I may miss Thursday because I've had a great week, and Friday I see if I can see a little cheeky one. You don't need to be in every single trade, family. The more trades you're in, the higher probability you are to lose. So the more and the better you can get at your confirmations and understanding this skill, the better chance you have being more profitable within this industry. Yeah. So let's try to see if we can see a little example. One more time. Trend, step number 1. 2, volume. 3, my 238. 4, POC. 5, blue arrow to the upside, blue candle. Yeah, so let's see an example. So let's say you come over to the scanner and you see, as for example, we can see multiple time frames going up and one going down. So ideally, I want to be looking for buys and buys only. If we look on the 15-minute, as Jay says, you enter trades 2 time frames below. So if I'm looking at on the 15-minute, I want to be looking to enter a trade on the 1. If I'm looking at on a 30-minute, I want to be looking for my trade on the 5-minute. So as we're looking at on the 15-minute right now, let's drop down to the 1. Yeah. So let's just say this is, I had all of my confirmations. Let's say, boom, boom. You can see this like a sore thumb. So, yeah, let's just say we had all these confirmations here. Yeah. Let's say step number 1, all of these was indicating blue, or the majority, like now, is indicating to the upside. Great. I want to be looking for buys. And one little gem, family, I would say, one little gem. If the higher time frames, so when I say higher time frames, ideally daily and 4 hour, if they are bullish, for example, if they say buys, and you may come over to this and see the 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 5-minute say down, be patient. Be patient. Reason being, the higher the time frame, the better the confirmation on the trend. Sometimes you could be looking at this at the time where prices just may be coming down to potentially go back up. Yeah. But I just wanted to give you a little tip. Yeah. But either way, keep it simple. Yeah. Majority of these are saying up, so I want to be looking for buys and buys only. That's confirmation 1. Let's just say at the time when we was looking at price here, this was green. Let's just say, yeah, that's confirmation 2. It's green, I can trade. I did, because it's red now, I'm not looking for no trades. I'm not going to enter no trade. But at the time we was looking at it, what time was this? Look at this. So at 1:30, well, 1, 2 o'clock, this is a great time to be trading. So I know this would be green. This would be green. I know for damn sure. If you know your session times, you know for sure. But this would be green. So we know our trend, bullish. We have this green because the time this move happened, or before it happened, to get into the trade was at 156. Yeah, that's a good volume market. Now, confirmation number 3. Where is my 238? As you can see, price came down to my 238, went up, and then we started to respect it. If you're a bit confused on like Aaron, how do you know if it's respecting it? How can you tell? Like I say, and I will say this, yeah? I'm not going to teach you this because I don't want you lot to be lazy, but I just want to show this slide right here, TDI stars. Yeah? Understanding TDI stars. As you can see, where we came to the 238, broke through it, what appears right here? I don't know if you lot can see it clearly, but if I zoom in, yeah, idiot. If I zoom in, you have a green, you have a blue, you have a yellow star. Yeah. Red star, high structure. And I'm not going to teach you this, but just stars indicate good, or should I say, keep it basic, keep it basic. Stars indicate key zones, key structure zones. So if you ever see a red or blue star appear, it's a key area zone. Price has somewhat found an area that we're expecting to carry on going back up, or an area to then go back down. In this example, we have multiple stars right here indicating price has maybe found a zone she has respected. Yeah. After that, price then went up. And as you can see, you have this yellow star that then printed off another yellow star. And after that, other yellow star, price then went up. Yeah. You will see stars appear all the time. Red ones are, let's just say, massive key area zones that it's respecting. And you will see also green ones that are also, so green are for the buys, red for the down. Yeah, if you see a green star, great. That is a key area. Now I want to potentially looking for buys. So step number 1, understanding my trend. I'm bullish. Step number two, I'm in a high volume market. How do I know that? Because at this period of time, around 130, volume then enters the markets. Yeah. Step number two, my 238, simply just like the POC. So the 238, like I've mentioned before, you can use it as a safety net. And also, if price is above the 238, you look for buys. As well, if price is below the 230, you look for sells. Yeah. So in this example, I'm above the 238. After we went to the downside, created my green blue star, we pushed back up. We then printed off another yellow star. Now we're showing signs of we're respecting my 238. Yeah. So now step number four. I can't show you step number four because step number four is this POC and it shows live data. So the POC reason why it's up here at this moment of time, it's showing you the average of buyers and sellers. And as you can see, where price is squeezing here, that is the average of where buyers and sellers are. So that is showing you live data there and then. If we was to come back here, yeah, I ain't no guru, but if I just draw this box of here from high to low, yeah, and if this is gonna give me the average of buyers and sellers, let's just do it 50%. Yeah, let's just do it 50% because it shows you the average of buyers and sellers. Let me make this orange as well so I don't confuse you lot. Boom. Yeah. So let's just say the POC was here at this moment of time because it's giving me the average of demand and supply, buyers and sellers. If you ever hear me say demand and supply, that's what I just mean. Yeah. So, now understanding my trend, I'm understanding I'm in a high volume market at this period of time. If I was trading it, I also understand we're respecting our 238 because we broke through it and then we broke through it again. But this time we've given a high and a bigger confirmation on a star. Yeah. Confirmation four. Where is my POC? Just like the 238, if I'm above my POC, it shows that the demand and buyers are in control. If I am below my POC, it shows me supply or sellers are in control. Now, step number five, the last thing you want to be looking for is my candle and my arrow. I know I'm talking like this because trying to talk like how a kid is, but this is how you got to talk when it comes to trading because it's very, very simple. Very simple, don't overcomplicate it. If the candle is blue, if the arrow is blue, wait for the candle to be blue, family. Don't rush it. If the candle is blue, arrow is blue. So once this closed out blue, this is what you could have done. Entry at the open of the candle because you're waiting for the close of the candle. For those that don't know where to put their stop loss, this does it for you. Put your stop loss just below the 238. Or if you don't feel as comfortable as that, what you can do, these lines right here also give you another area that you could potentially put your stop loss. If you're comfortable with having a big stop loss like that, that's up to you. I'm not gonna sit on this phone call and lie to you and tell you I would have put over a big stop loss like that. No, I wouldn't. I would have just put it over under just my 238. But if you want to put out these lines, you're more than welcome to. Yeah. But let's just say we put it just below our 238, just below right here. Yeah. Now we've entered the trade. From when we entered the trade, yeah. After, let me show you. Let me zoom in. What am I doing? Let me zoom in. So after we took the trade, as we're trading on a 1 minute family, on a 1 minute time frame, yeah, you was in this trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I used to have this saying: once you have the confirmations, the last confirmation, put your phone down, put your TP, put your stop loss in, go make yourself a sandwich. After you come back and made yourself that sandwich, yeah, you would be in profit. All you would have to do is one, you have the option, and this is why I really like trading because it gives you the option of what you can do. You can either, one, what Jay does is if he's taking a trade, he wants minimum a 1 to 2. So if you enter this trade here, 1 to 2, yeah, and you could have let that bad boy rest, gone about your day, let that bad boy rest. If you're more emotional when it comes to trading, you can control your stop loss. You control your stop loss. The only thing I don't really like about that is, as you can see, if you moved your stop loss way into profit, you had this one candle that pushed the market down, took you out before it carried on going up. So if you don't like that, I'm the type of person, I don't like that. Like, I don't mind getting breaking even, but if I could have prevented that by just waiting and sitting on my hands, or maybe doing something that took my mind off trading instead of looking at my damn phone all the time. Oh, is it going up? Is it going up? Is it going up? Go about my day, let the trade play out for myself. As long as you have your stop loss, as long as you have your take profit, don't overthink the trade. Yeah. Step number one, understanding my trend. If majority of these are up, I'm looking for buyers. If majority of these are down, I'm looking for sells. Confirmation two, am I trading in a high volume market or is this low volume? Confirmation number three, where is my 238? Where is my 238? Are we below? Is price above my 238 or are we below it? Yeah. Are we respecting it or are we potentially breaking through it? Confirmation number four, where is my POC? My POC shows me who is in control, buyers or sellers. So if we're above my POC, I'm looking for buys. If we're below the POC, we're looking for sells. Ideally, another tip, family. Ideally, you want the POC and the 238 to both be. If, for example, you're looking for buys, you want both price to be above the POC and above the 238. You don't want price just to be above the 238 and you're thinking, oh, she's going to break past this POC. What happens if she doesn't? Yeah. So you want both confirmations to be lining up. You want price to be above the 238 and above the POC. Yeah. Last but not least, confirmation number five, arrow candle has to align up. If it doesn't align up and you take the trade and you lose the trade, that was your business. Does that make sense, family? Drop a one in the chat that made sense. Drop a two if that made no sense. We took this trade. We took this trade on Jay's live today and smoked 100 pips. Hey, hey, Jay, I'm telling you now, game changer. Game changer. Um, I can't see the straight line. I can't see the straight line on my screen. So this line right here, let me brighten my screen. This line right here is your POC. Well, this is your POC actually. Yeah, right here. But because the POC is live data and it constantly always changes, I can't show you where the POC would have been here. But because the POC gives you an average of where price is, this is roughly from, let's say, from top to down 50%, roughly 50%, it would have been roughly there. Yeah, but that is the only thing that you're gonna have to see live on the charts when you actually there, and then I can't show you back in time. So I do apologize. Um, but once you have all five confirmations, take the trade. So once again, how you could have taken the trade, simply wait for the close of that candle, stop loss just below the 238. You could have targeted a 1 to 2, as Jay does always, a 1 to 2. Boom. Hit take profit. You enter the trade nearly at 2 o'clock, and you would exit the trade by it hit take profit an hour. No, let half an hour to make some people's daily, if not monthly wage. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. If you do have any questions, please ask before I do move on. Because I don't want you to feel like you're on this call and you feel like, he did say it, but it's not making sense. If it's all ones, cool. Then I should be seeing more of us plugging into Jay's live. And I should see more people putting in more results into the results chat. Yeah. Um, yeah, it does. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna stop this recording now. Bum, 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 bum.